The Testament of Solomon Demon Control Manual revealed. What if I told you that King Solomon, the wisest man who ever lived, wrote a manual for controlling demons? Not just any manual, a step-by-step guide that was so dangerous, so powerful, that it was banned from the Bible and hidden for centuries. The Testament of Solomon isn't just another apocryphal text. It's a forbidden instruction manual that claims to reveal how the great king bound 72 demons to build his temple, how he interrogated fallen angels, and most shocking of all, how he learned their true names and weaknesses. This isn't mythology. This is a document that early Christians knew about, referenced, and then deliberately suppressed. Why? Because it revealed knowledge that was considered too dangerous for human minds. By the end of this video, you'll understand why this ancient text was buried, why scholars refuse to discuss it openly, and what Solomon discovered about the invisible war happening all around us. The truth will change how you see the spiritual realm forever. The Testament of Solomon dates to the 1st through 5th centuries AD, making it contemporary with the New Testament writings. Unlike other pseudepigraphic texts, this one contains specific details that match archaeological evidence from Solomon's temple. The document describes 72 demons by name, their specific powers, and most importantly, how to bind them. What makes this terrifying is the precision. The text doesn't speak in metaphors or parables. It gives exact instructions, specific seals, precise incantations, and detailed rituals. Early church fathers like Origen and Jerome knew about this text, but warned against its use. The Book of Jubilees references similar spiritual warfare, describing how Abraham prayed for protection from evil spirits and demonic deception. Even more disturbing, the Testament connects to biblical accounts we know are true. Remember the bronze serpent Moses created in Numbers 21? The Testament claims Solomon learned this same binding technique directly from angelic sources. The document describes how Solomon used his ring, given by the archangel Michael, to compel demons to reveal their weaknesses. Comment which source surprises you most, the archaeological evidence or the church suppression. Here's what the Testament actually reveals. Solomon didn't just rule Israel, he ruled the demonic realm. The text describes how he summoned Beelzebub, the prince of demons, and forced him to bring all 72 demons before his throne. Each demon was interrogated, their powers cataloged, and their binding methods recorded. The most shocking revelation? These demons weren't just random evil spirits. They were organized in a hierarchy, each controlling specific aspects of human suffering: disease, madness, natural disasters, and spiritual deception. Solomon learned that Asmodeus, the demon mentioned in the book of Tobit, who killed Sarah's 7 husbands, could be bound using specific geometric patterns and divine names. But here's why this was suppressed. Solomon didn't just bind demons, he used them. The Testament describes how he forced these entities to carry massive stones, transport materials from distant lands, and perform supernatural construction work. The temple wasn't just built by human hands, it was built by enslaved demons under Solomon's command. The church banned this because it revealed that humans could have power over the spiritual realm, not just be victims of it. This knowledge was considered too dangerous for ordinary believers. This isn't ancient history. This pattern repeats throughout history. The same 72 demons Solomon cataloged appear in medieval grimoires, Renaissance magic texts, and modern occult practices. Secret societies have preserved these binding techniques for centuries, using them for power and influence. Think about it. If Solomon could bind demons to build a temple, what could modern practitioners accomplish? The Testament's influence can be traced through the Knights Templar, who discovered these texts during the Crusades, through medieval alchemists who used Solomon's seals, and into modern times where these symbols appear in corporate logos, government buildings, and entertainment industry imagery. The most disturbing modern implication: The Testament suggests that our current spiritual warfare isn't random. These same 72 demons are still active, still organized, still following the same patterns Solomon documented 3,000 years ago. The only difference is that most people don't know their names, their weaknesses, or how to protect themselves. The knowledge exists, but it's been deliberately hidden from the masses while being preserved by those who seek power over others. The Testament of Solomon reveals a truth that terrifies religious institutions. Humans aren't helpless victims in spiritual warfare. We have access to the same divine authority that Solomon wielded, the same protective power that Abraham invoked, and the same binding techniques that Moses used with the bronze serpent. But this knowledge comes with a warning. Solomon's own downfall came when he began serving the very demons he once controlled. Power over the spiritual realm requires absolute moral purity and unwavering faith. The moment you compromise, you become the slave instead of the master. This is why the text was suppressed, not because it's false, but because it's true. The church feared that ordinary people couldn't handle this level of spiritual authority without corruption. Peepaw says, "The greatest power is knowing when not to use the power you possess. Follow for more forbidden knowledge that they don't want you to discover." King Solomon Demonology, Forbidden History, Apocrypha, Spiritual Warfare.